So let's do this with a
You can do
quick
the
recap.
recap. I'm back. Yeah, I'm right back, but you can do the recap.
Okay. Who wants to go over the recap real quick? Does anyone remember what happened
I can go
last
over it.
session? And did we miss anybody last session?
Jacob.
Jacob was gone last session. Gotcha. Okay.
I was.
All right.
It was truly terrible.
Mikkel.
I was in Sweden.
Take it away.
Yeah. Good. I don't exactly recall what happened in exact order,
Okay.
but we decided
we started
to.
with
I will
shopping.
start. I'll tell you with the. It starts with the plans.
I mean, yeah, we Muna came up with the idea that maybe the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so we should go find this the Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
And people agreed, so we're going probably soonish to explore the island.
Mm-hmm.
On a meta level, I think it might be on another island, but just on the meta level, since Muna believes it's on this island. Yeah, people agreed to that, but first Briar was like, but I just don't want to do danger, and Muna was like, but you never, like, what do you mean? And then Briar was like, I just need to go healing, so he went to go healing. Muna joined him, partly to supervise, so Briar doesn't do Briar things. And also so you could get some more information about the religion on the island. He did very well, learned a few things. Well, he learned a lot of things. I think he rolled very well. And Briar got all his con healed and his permanent level healed.
That's right.
Leonard, he went shopping because he was gone the previous session. So he was like, can you identify this armor? To which it was like some kind of old magic, unknown magic, which Cal said is he wants to do the elements of magic, kind of with that, sounded like. So the wizard was like, I don't know this, so let me look into it. And then Leonard just kind of didn't understand that he just wanted to look into it. He assumed he wanted it. So there was a big back and forth, and he just ended up essentially blackmailing Leonard and then also getting paid for the research, which is very funny. Let me. I will force you to let me look into it and also pay me for my time is a very bad trade. But he will get it back in
Still a
2 days' time.
professional.
Yeah, he is a real professional. Great moral.
We'll burn him to the ground.
Yeah, so he will get it back in 2 days. And
I think it was 3 days.
and was it 3 days?
It was
Okay.
3 days.
Alright, well, and then Aaron and Leonard went to the bar, and I don't recall exactly what happened there. Oh yeah, they talked to a lady who was. Yeah, they talked to a lady who was super charming, like some kind of enchanting aura. And Leonard fucking fell in love, and apparently had a surprising amount of risk, and now he's over. You know what's her name? Because he doesn't remember anymore.
He did also. She did offer a job, which was she's the countess, Countessa Freya, Vanya, Vanya. What's her? Freyne is her house name.
Which, on a fun note, I'm not sure if anyone else remembers. She was the one we could have bought city passes with.
Yes, that's true. The Grand Mage's widow. The previous Grand Mage, who was quote unquote assassinated, based on what Vanya has said, and she wants to find out who the actual murder, like who killed her, who killed the late great Grand Mage, her husband, and before she gets everything taken away from her, she wants to spend whatever money she can and offers a generous reward to you all to investigate his death, but also possibly with the idea of justice as well. If like, so this might not be so much as like, let me try to get back what's already mine. Because maybe that's not an option anymore, but let me see if I can get my payback at least. That Briar did go to the temple where they met or were spoken to by maybe Dagon himself, themselves,
Itself.
itself. I think, Briar, do you remember was there an offer from Dagon?
He did say I do have something that he wants. But he just laughed when I answered. How did I say that? I do not think a mere mortal would possess anything a deity wants. I don't know if he laughed because he found the deity amusing, that I called him a deity, or because of something else.
Yes. There was it was like a, so again, Briar felt like the sensation of drowning during the healing process, which was like kind of alien. But essentially it was like a corruption. You can just consider it that. There was like something corrupting. It was an attempt at corruption. And possibly there is something that they want. Then we also have something about like hiding the visions, right? From Muna, from the right. So like or was that last session? I
That
don't
was
know.
last session.
Okay. And then at the final would be Aaron seeing a symbol of his old adventuring party on like some kid's tunic, and then Aaron chasing him through the city, finding this kid who has a game piece. It's like a chess piece, but with like magically imbued, seemingly like, you know, being played on like a chessboard or a game board of some sort. But the kid only had the chess piece or the game piece, and then it surprisingly resembled a, you know, a gunslinger, pistols akimbo, trench coat like flapping out, and then if you activate the enchantment on it, it like there's like a illusion that pops up of Aaron's handsome mug in that same position. You can clearly tell that this is a game piece modeled off of Aaron. And the kid also knew of some of Aaron's old exploits in his adventuring days. So Aaron's probably gonna go off investigating that for the day. So why don't we start with generally, since so much has happened and we don't know what Nox is planning on doing. It's before the evening, so on the 4th day, I believe, something like that, maybe.
Excuse me, what the fuck is this? This was not mentioned. To recap,
What?
squirrel, the flying squirrel.
Oh,
yeah.
I have a squirrel now.
So, so this is, we started the
Yeah, we forgot about
session.
that.
We started the session. We started the session with old Morag actually coming out of the hat, as his name was mentioned, and he didn't really show much interest to anyone except for Leonard. Do you remember what he said to you, Leonard?
No, I just remember the squirrel. Like the dinosaur being turned into a squirrel.
And Cal's like, why do you love baleful polymorph so much? I was like, Cal, look at the duration.
Permanent.
Yeah, that's why it's a good spell.
Okay, so old Morag, he was kind of he was disapproving of the party. He wasn't really too fond of you guys too much. He especially expressed displeasure towards the dinosaurs for some reason. He said they're disgusting, ugly creatures. He
Ain't
does.
under no one.
His gaze falls on Leonard, recognizes him by smell. But that's what he says. And then he pretty much says that he is the master of one Shalom Olam, Shahor Olam, and one African blue font. So there is a connection between the collector here on this island and one of the leaders of Goat's Head Island, or the de facto leader of Goat's Head Island. This corruption of this is kind of where like you're connecting the pieces that Yaknath might actually have been like a spawn or being from this Dagon entity. Whatever their goals or plots might be. That's kind of it. But then old Morga was just like kind of like, I think one of them was like, you know, like go away. I don't know exactly why he felt like a little attacked, but old Morag, I think it was like a random check. I was like, old Morag is crazy. So you guys like roll the dice. They rolled the dice, and he does something completely chaotic, which was like during in the middle of the conversation, old Morag just goes, "Oh fuck it, you know what? I really don't like those dinosaurs." He casts baleful polymorph on which one was it? Taylor or Swift? Right. Swift. He's just like, he just picks one of the dinosaurs and bam, turns it into a squirrel, and then he just teleports away, laughing.
That's funny.
It is, yeah.
Now you have a flying squirrel. And that's it. That's what happened last session. So I wanna come back. Let's quicken something up here. Is Aaron's gonna come back and he's going to tell you all that he needs to go. Just investigate something really quickly. We're gonna say it's late afternoon. Leonard and Aaron both learned from the tavern keeper that Reda usually comes by at night. He does come at all. So Aaron is going to make his excuse and leave without much resistance from the party. All of you guys on the boat. John Corey is still in a tiz because his father has been kidnapped. Owlbear is just kind of standing there like Owlbear does. What do you guys all do?
Well, I think
Oh wait, before we start, let's get some XP here. Who won the game? 300 XP
Nina
for you
and I.
guys. The two people who don't need more XP, you guys get 300 more XP. Dante and Jacob, feel free to get 2 cookies each.
I like when the rich get richer.
It's usually how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Burn down the system.
We need a Bowser revolution, is what you're saying?
Yes.
You know, it would have
We
been...
should do as the French did.
Why is it not loading? Oh, come on. No.
So I am
You
going
know
to
me right now.
do something, and I'm gonna start deleting all the 10 XP cards out because
What?
But I still have some.
yeah, well, I
XP
mean,
cards.
it's too low now. I'm just
I
gonna
agree.
just-
Every time I get it, I'm like, this is the most pointless one. I'm like, this is a waste of a
That
card.
case, before it disappears forever, I would like to spend mine. I just dragged it out and it disappeared.
Too late.
That
Same.
was too late.
But just tell me how much you have, and then you can just
Two.
use them now.
I had one.
All right, then just
7,050.
Um,
All of them in 10.
but I am gonna delete them because it is true that
I have 25 and I have 50, which would
no
level me
I
up.
said 10. Oh, okay, cool. Use them. And level up. What level are you then?
8.
8.
Wow. Nice. Are you the first to hit 8?
No, I
No.
hit 8 last session.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, I was 82
How much
experience above.
for level 8?
52,000.
It's 51,000.
That's
Oh,
one.
well then 1,000
I'm
experience
at
above.
38. God damn.
I'm at 36.
Yeah, the chats gave me some XP.
I am also going to remove the 10 gold pieces as well.
Ah shit, I must spend my 10
Wait.
gold piece then.
Oh, never
Yep.
mind.
So start using
Yeah, I
them.
spent my 10 gold piece too. Here, have
Quickly, everyone!
Before the market crashes, spend your
God
cookies.
damn it!
It's called inflation.
Inflation hit the shackles.
I mean, it
Yeah.
happens, guys, over time.
A
So-
night in this inn, yeah, that'd be
I'm
48
just
gold.
gonna empty out my cookie jar then and do like my 25 GP and 50 GP as well.
So I'm gonna and then I'm
But
gonna
now that
probably just
I'm
reserve them to
leveling
50
up and
and
everyone
100.
is here, how do I put that BAP thingy for 8th level? Because it's like +6/+1. How do I put that into?
You
It
just
does it
put the
automatically.
highest number in.
Yeah, it does it automatically.
Just use the highest number.
It never did it automatically for me. I always put it in configuration by hand.
Yeah. You put the highest number in your
Yeah,
configuration.
And then when you attack, it does it automatically.
Yeah, so just use the highest number.
Okay.
Okay.
What does the
I'm gonna
+1
have to remove some of these +2s, make them a little bit more rare. I have to make the D4s a little bit more rare. And just give better XP gold cards.
Dirge of Doom.
All right, so anyways, let's damn, for those who hit, congrats. Those who gave out so let's hear about this. Let's see. So Jacob, Dante, you guys feel free to do me a favor, draw 2 more cookies for me. And then Mikkel and Nina, you can draw 1 cookie. I just want
Ran out of cards in deck before drawing all cards.
Same.
Oh wait, shuffle. Let me hold on.
It only drew 1 card.
Okay, try it again.
I can't even draw 1 card.
That's because I took the last one.
Oh, I got 1. Nice. A +8.
God damn, that's pretty good.
Yep, that's the rare one, shiny one.
There's the
Where I was just like, hey, fuck the point of the game.
fuck the roll.
Yeah, you can
It just
succeed on a
says-
roll.
It just
Just
says,
succeed on a roll.
get
It
it.
just says,
It says,
Yeah.
just do it.
yeah.
I
It
do have a
happens.
question.
Yep.
That Dirge of Doom, does that count during the performance?
Let me see the spell.
Because it does.
Put it out.
I don't have it as a spell yet. I only wait.
Would you say Dirge of Doom?
Yeah.
It's a different ability, so you can, yeah.
Dirge of Doom, Dirge of Doom.
Because how I read it is I spend an action doing a performance. Is that right?
Well, at your level, it's
Cost
only a
it.
move.
A move.
So Dirge of Doom is a performance causing them to be shaken. Fear effect. The performance cannot. What? Yeah, it does actually not tell you what.
Shaken is a -2 on attack, weapon damage, saving throws, skill
No,
checks,
but
and ability
what
checks.
is like the use of
Yeah.
like how does the bard use Dirge of Doom? Is it just something that?
Oh well,
they-
it's her body performance, so it is an action or a move.
Okay, cool.
It's the same as any of her other songs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty. So all of you here are
It's
on the
very good.
deck of the ship. And we have Muna, Briar, Knox, John, Corey, Albert, Leonard, Taylor, and Squirrel Swift. Swifty the Squirrel. What do you guys do? What are your plans? Here are
Well-
some threads for you guys, just to let you know. Yeah, you now have
Yeah.
Countess Freyne. Okay, you still have the Candle of Tournaments coming up in 3 days now.
Yeah, but we voted and people didn't want to do that.
Well, Nox is here. Yeah, I guess I know. I know. And then there's also the.
I will say,
mean, we
like,
can-
if the party votes to go to the certain, like, Nox obviously doesn't want to do it, but Nox also doesn't want to see you hurt. So if everyone votes to go there, he's gonna
No, sure.
follow. Just
But
to keep
Leonard
you
also
safe.
didn't want to do it, so it's. We voted and
Yeah.
it was like
God
majority.
damn you, Leonard.
against-
Damn
Yeah,
it,
I agree.
Leonard. All right,
Mother
so
doesn't want to like fight slaves who are like doing this against her will.
That's
tournament, candle tournament. That's true. Candle tournaments. Then we have the Countess Freyne. Then you have a couple of side quests for Aaron. He got the mermaid tears, and then and then he's investigating the dungeon delvers, the dastardly I forget what the name of his party was. And then so there's a couple threads there. Then you have Reda and Rosie and Cog there as well. Then you
I
have the
wanna do
Watcher and his
Reda.
visions, or Muna, his visions.
Yeah.
Also, Nox didn't get healed, by the way,
Yeah.
but Briar is like brand spanking new. Thanks to
It's
some
the most fit kitsune on this ship.
yeah. Briar
Well,
is
Debatable.
back.
even if my weakened condition, I still think I'm more fit.
Fair point.
Yeah, Nox would slap Briar around, but only.
I mean,
in the
he did at
nicest
the start
way.
of the campaign.
That's true.
He slapped him
That did happen.
unconscious.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. That was pretty hilarious. Except for I do think Nina has more HP right now than Nox does, which is crazy. Or Briar
Okay.
has more HP right now than Nox does, which is
How much
I
HP?
have been rolling real low on those.
How much HP does Briar have?
48.
Yeah, 48.
I have significantly more than
Oh
Briar.
no, I haven't voted. I
You have
have
significantly
voted
more
for,
than Nox too. though.
Briar? Yeah, I have 66, but I also have a +3 in con.
Oh wait, you didn't add your new modifier? Okay.
4 plus 2, 6 more. Oops.
Owlbear has
So,
24 HP, y'all.
Yeah. same.
The amount of like the growth that you guys are experiencing is exponential compared to your NPC character. Owlbear has
Yeah.
been with you from like day one, and this motherfucker is still level
never
1.
give them any XP.
Yeah, you can give him some XP if you want.
Not Jacob needs all the XP he can get right now.
I
Same
really,
do I.
So Leonard, so maybe you guys, Leonard and Nox, the people who need more XP, have to start driving some of the shit that's happening. Get some XP
Well, I
on
mean,
their own.
I got like over 2k for killing Nina. I could recommend it.
Yeah, kill people.
I said Nina. Well, talking
There's an
about killing,
NPC right there.
I'm
There's a
gonna
little
strangle Briar.
halfling
talking
kid
about
throwing a
talking
tantrum.
about killing people, Nox and Rosie. So
That's true. I could knock him out real quick.
Knox and Rosie,
Well-
Cog and Rosie.
Yeah. Okay, so should we leave tomorrow, guys, for this watcher business?
Maybe, but if we want to settle a business with Cog and Rosie, we should see
Sure.
Reda for that tonight.
Sure. Yeah. And so let's maybe deal with them first, and then if that is depending on time sensitivity, we're going to explore this island since that could take some time.
Sounds good.
Good. Oh, I wonder when this rain will ever stop.
Never.
Damn islands. Yeah, because I feel like that whole thing about that lady that you seem to be have fallen in love with, from what I heard. I mean,
She hot.
sure. I mean, and I appreciate a fine lady as much as the next guy. But I mean, it did sound like you declined the reward, which, as the ship's quartermaster, I can tell you is not a very smart business.
She very hot.
Sure. How many
But
gold?
think of it this way: she's a duchess, right, Cal? She's a duchess,
Countess.
countess. She's a countess. If we do this favor for her, she owes us a favor.
But we already have a city pass, and the lord of the island is at very best feeling negatively neutral towards us. I don't feel like anything she could do would be a benefit.
Yeah, you never know.
True. But let's put that as plan G.
Could be Plan H. That's in hot.
Sure, I can agree with this plan. Oh, well, so I guess we have to wait at the bar for our elven friend.
Also, I think we
So-
need to find a new bar.
The
Why?
I insulted the dwarf lady.
Why do you
Here's
go
the
around?
thing.
I
the
followed Briar. You shouldn't do this. I can only be so many places.
She was giving me a lot of sass. I tried giving some sass back, but turns out she can dish it out, but can't take it.
spell-wise, bit of luck or curious. Say it out loud. What are you asking for?
I don't know which spell to take. Should I? So I'm making it public vote. Should I get bit of luck, cure serious wounds, mass feather step, or summon mad monkeys?
Monkeys sound fun.
Yeah, I mean,
A bit of luck sounds nice. I don't know what it does.
I know, but it's mostly for myself, I guess, that you can roll twice. Or no, you don't roll twice. You gain a D8 if you spend luck points.
I mean, Mass Feather Step doesn't seem very amazing. Bit of luck. I mean, knowing you, Nina, you probably would love a bit of luck, since it's a
Yeah,
personal
I know.
spell.
I love my luck.
And it's much easier than Monkey, because then you have to start doing math about swarms and...
Yeah, right.
Monkey.
And Cal would also hate another summoner.
I know.
Well, it's less of a summon, it's more of a territory you move around.
Oh, okay, so it's more.
Also,
maybe-
I don't know if those mad monkeys would just attack us.
No, it's you
Two.
move them. You can move them around.
Oh, okay.
They're just very
Because
mad.
the mad monkeys did sound like they would attack everyone.
No, you.
No,
it's-
they're mad. They're mad like angry, not mad like crazy.
Why not both?
I'm gonna get
Because
a
they don't
bit of
attack
luck.
allies. They still have their
They could.
senses.
They could have an insane
Yeah, but
reason for
The
that.
thing is,
True.
who does
don't know.
Briar count as an ally?
God damn it, Nina. You count us as your allies.
Yeah.
And also Leonard. You may not like him, but he is your ally.
So is Albert dying?
I think he's trying to learn how to swim again. Oh no.
All right, roll a swim check. I don't know why he's out in the middle of the ocean, but
Wouldn't
roll
there-
Albert. Roll a swim check for Albert as he goes into the water and starts swimming around.
Right. Yeah, it's a 15.
He's not proficient.
He's not proficient in swimming.
Oh
He
shit.
can't swim.
Well then,
Well,
well, then he's-
actually, he should have a -7 because of his armor check penalty.
yep. So he's
Why is he
drowning.
wearing armor?
Oh,
So.
oh no, not again.
Alright, I'm joking. Get back here.
200
200 XP for the attempted for the hypothetical saving of Albert's life, which I'm pretty sure you would have gotten done. So let's fast forward that. What are you guys doing?
Well, let's go
Right
to
now.
the bar then, so we can find out about Rosie and Cox.
Hog.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey.
Because we need that information before we can go into the island.
Into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
I wish I could do a higher pitch.
During the day, since it's still daylight, I would like to go to the quartermaster actually, real quick.
Oh,
Oh, you're the quartermaster.
Ships, like dockmaster,
Harbor Master.
harbor master. Yeah, but you're right, Hunter. I like to go to myself.
Okay. Okay. So you go to the Harbor Master of Tidewater Rock.
Yeah.
That would be. Okay. So, the Harbor Master's office is near it's port side, so it's in the Court District. It's right next to the docks. There's the fish market first. If you care about what type of fish to see if there's any recognized, you can roll me a nature check if you would like to.
Sure, that's something I favorite. Nature.
As you
I
walk
don't
through.
like fish.
On 17, I could see that, the fact that you don't want to classify them as animals.
They're not animals. They're sea creatures.
Sure. So 17, on the 17, you see that for some reason you know your way around fish. Maybe, you can see that there are bluefish. There's like a fairly good amount of valuable fish here. One of them, it just says sea gems in like one pallet. And another pallet, they're like selling some food and stuff. The sea gems, are like little pockets, they're like enchanted creatures, pretty much. They look like little they look like sea urchins almost. I don't know if you guys ever seen them. Like there's like little like feely, like pointy little rock thingies. And essentially, like, you can take one and put it to your mouth, and it will convert water into oxygen for you until it dies. So, like, using them in this manner is essentially like you're feeding off of it.
Interesting. How long do they last?
You don't know that for sure. You can identify it, but probably be.
I feel like a few of those would be good if they can like. We don't really have an aquarium, so I don't feel like they would be. It's not good to have on a long distance ship trip.
Dante, I hear you
Sorry.
eating.
would like to walk over there, just ask about them.
The sea
I
gems.
wasn't going to. Yeah, but that's interesting. Those could be good to have on the ship.
Yeah. So like it's a fisherwoman. She's like outside. She's in her rain gear, waterproof, water resilient clothes, and she's looking. And she's like, "Oh, hi. Yeah.
Hey
What are you
there.
looking for? Yeah, you're looking into sea gems. Yeah.
Yes, I.
Yep. New
I am-
here on Tidewater Rock?
Yes, I know a bit
Never
about
seen
the
these before.
concepts. I heard the concept, but I don't know the details, so I'm curious. These are the ones that you can breathe through, right?
Yes. Surprisingly, these are actually a delicacy from the waters of Tidewater Rock. I'm surprised that you know of them.
I only know the general idea.
These are they're a commodity here. It could be only found around here. Some people are all taken a little taken aback by the pitch blackness of the color of the sea gems. But however, there is the shininess, so we call them the sea gems because they're like more, some people say sea rocks, sea obsidian, sea shards, whatever they call them, but I call them sea gems. They're pretty on the inside. You see, and she like lifts up the bottom of this like rock looking thing, and on the bottom, it looks like lips. What kind of lips? I'll leave it up to your imaginations. How
That's
dirty
not
you want to
nearly
be
as-
with it.
Yeah, that's not
but
nearly as exciting as.
the
Wait,
lips
wait.
open up. There's like a tongue. It's like, and you're just like, that has to go.
You
in
can
your-
only breathe through a French kissing with a fish.
I can work with that.
It's unpleasant, but that's how it is. Now, it looks like maybe like 2 or 3 pairs of like one like a pair of lips on the other side of it. And she's like, and it's pink. It's pretty.
Yeah. So, for what I know, you can. You're able to breathe through these in water, right?
Yes, you can breathe through in water.
Tell me
Yes.
how long do one typical
Oh,
last?
one of these sea gems is probably going to just last you about 8 hours at most. But it depends on the size of it. You're probably going to have to like maybe eye it up a little bit for the next. If you got some time and money, I can kind of show you like how to measure them a little bit, like eyeball them. It's based on the color, like the pinkness of the underbelly, and also by the size itself.
And this is a concept that only works while they are alive, correct?
Yes. So once you take the sea gems out of the water, as soon as they go back in the seawater again, so it doesn't work on fresh water, they will die instantly. If you submerge them in fresh water, it has to be ocean water. However, once they're submerged back into the water, and you have the lips against your lips, that's when the timer starts.
Okay, so you said you can take them, so they are able to be brought out, and you can store them.
Yes.
Them as
Yeah.
such, or-
So once they come out, they go into like this like hibernation stage because they supposedly live in the water. So then this allows you to place them in your mouth, because if you saw these suckers, in the ocean, they look a little bit different.
Okay. How long are they able to be stored on land? Like.
Indefinitely. This is one of those things, like these creatures, like they like dry up, get like hibernate, get hardened,
Okay.
like a sea sponge. And then, but once they go in the water again, that's when the timer ticks, and unfortunately, they die after that.
But before I know about, as you offered to teach me, what is the price of these sea gems?
They go about 5 gold pieces per
5 gold pieces. Okay.
gem, sea gem.
And you mentioned about a bit of coin, so you would teach me how much would it be if you taught me about how long they're lasting and
Depends on how many sea
quality?
gems you want to buy. If you buy a lot, then I'll just throw that in for free.
For 5 gold.
We can get a bunch and store them, right?
Yes, that's just. Oh, thank you, voice in the sky. Yes, that's why I'm like. Uh.
Wait, aren't we there together?
Oh, sure, you guys be there.
No,
I just said,
who's actually going with Muna to the harbor master?
Oh yeah, you're going to the harbor. Sorry, I forgot that. Never mind.
That's all. If I bought 20,
That will do it.
great.
Sure.
So if you excuse me, I need to run back because I don't have that pouch of money on me. So I will be back in 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
I go back and get.
So after you pay her 100 gold pieces, she gives you a pretty big stack of, she gives you a pretty big sack of the 20 sea gems. You know, they're roughly like around like burger patty size. So if you like put them up to your mouth, they'll cover like the majority of your lower half of your mouth at least. And you get an advantage when, because like, so it's an the issue with these sea gems is that they're not all made equally. So she's pointing out that the timing, the amount of underwater breathing allowed for each of them might be different based on the conditions of the thing. And so she gives you an advantage on knowing roughly how long. And in your experience, it goes anywhere from like 1 to 8 hours.
Okay, 1d8 hours.
1d8 hours.
Okay.
And so in this case, when you like pick them out, you're going to get like that 1d8 is also going to be at an advantage as well.
Okay, so I have
for
a
your crew
statistic chance
members.
of being lucky at.
Yeah, you have a better chance of the sea gems being highly viable. However, there could be like they could be diseased before they came out, you know, and like so there could be like a chance where your eyes
That is just an hour.
were deceived, but it's less chance of that.
So yeah, those are goodbye. I need to remember to remove the gold. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is a wonderful.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. And then she goes to help some other customers.
Yeah. Yeah, I go to the harbor master.
Oh, I feel it's in Cog and Rosie, my two favorite clients now.
Roll for initiative.
Anyone else?
I come back to the group. Well, we don't have to see that elf anymore.
All right. So, what else do you do?
I was just gonna go to the harbor master to inquire about the best place to buy like ship, like for instance, like long-term rations and maybe materials for repair.
Okay. So, outside, you know, there's like it's an office building almost. It's a very, you can tell like it's a government built building. It has like all those like frills and shrills of it. Inside, it's colder than you're expecting. About 5 people are bent over these scrolls in front of them, and you see like, you know, a couple of other people like behind desks. They're like, you know, kind of like leaning on their enlarged bellies and puffing on the pipe. There is a sharply dressed woman a little bit further out. Ash colored hair. She's like maybe 48 years old, around there. Got these like really large round glasses. And she
Okay,
looks up at you. Oh, um, your new face here. Hello, welcome to the Harbor Master office. Well, what we call Port Authority. The Harbor Master is not in currently, but I am Chief of Port Authority. Chief Port Chief, you can say.
Yeah. Mm.
My name is Corvid. It's a pleasure. What brings you into the office?
Well, I am the quartermaster of the ship formerly known as the Seagale, and I'm looking for.
Formerly known as the Seagale. The same
Well, we dock it
Seagale?
off-
Oh, you must be the crew from the from White
Well-
Wind's ships that docked not too but 4
we're
days
the ones
ago.
we're the ones who dug it up from the water since it was sunk.
Very, very, very quick to explain your circumstances.
You know, it's surprisingly relevant. But I'm looking for any recommendation place of the harbor master's office about any good places to buy long-term rations and maybe ships repair.
Long-term rations, you know, general stores, of course. They will have what you're looking for. However, in terms of ship repair, maybe, yeah, there's, you know, repair companies all scattered around here, or maybe, we can be of service.
Well, I'm looking for materials so we can bring it along. Our ship is in decent condition.
Materials. Well, then I would have to kind of revert back to my first answer, you see, where it's like, you know, go to the markets and look here or there, you know.
Oh yeah, just okay.
If
My experience is
you're done wasting my time,
well. Have a good day. I'll leave.
but wait,
I'll stop.
she looks at
Yes?
you for a second. Your ship, is it damaged?
Mm, is a ship damaged? Like, I would probably imagine a bit, but you haven't really commented on it being damaged per se.
I mean, Cog did a pretty bang up job of repairing it.
Yeah, that's why. But I mean, like, I feel like it's good to have repair materials on the ship.
Yeah, sure.
Our ship is in decent condition.
Well, then she kind of leans in. Well, if you're ever looking for work, need some gold coins, we might have a place for you to, you know, run some cargo to. Cargo where, like, you know, you're not going to ask questions. Cargo.
We are a ship that very much don't ask questions.
About the cargo.
Any cargo? Well, I guess my captain specifically anything but slaves. Yes.
Nah, we don't really deal with slaves in that manner.
Once again, everything except that. That's fine business for our ship. Well, thank you. I will remember this. I will put it to our captain.
She nods. And stay out of trouble.
Yes, trust us. Trust me. I will try my dangest.
'Cause we want to, you know, stop cleaning up bodies on the dock.
Yeah.
So,
So
yes.
imagine you heard. You know. Okay.
we have. So stay out of trouble and, yeah. If you're interested,
Well,
come
thank you. I
on
will
by.
raise it.
And then she goes back to work. All right. You return back to the ship. Show off the sea gems. What does everyone else do? Now, I do want to address the fact that Nox, you're still, you know, like
Yeah.
So gotta work on that.
There was something I wanted to do about that.
Mhm.
Want to approach the painting that I made. Just do a little quiet prayer. Shellen, I know you were not a fan of me going to a different goddess, but I know not how to heal myself. And I think my friends need me to be strong. Would you guide me?
Okay. Roll me a religion check.
Big money. That's 14. Let's use cookie. Make a plus. Make that a 15.
Okay.
Ah,
A
50?
Yeah, a 50.
God damn.
It's power of faith.
I'm
Like I
going
said, that
to-
+8.
I'm gonna roll dice on my end. So 15. Okay. How about this then? Roll D100, get a 15 or less.
Very well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, damn right did it.
Power of faith.
Oh my gosh. What is this painting of?
It's the painting of Shaling that I made.
Like,
The
describe
one
it a
that I
little bit
wrote
more.
in. Well, I mean, it sent the picture of it.
Wait, is this still the same one of like you're trying to make a portrait of her?
No, the portrait's already done.
Yeah, the portrait's
Like
already
the-
done. Which one is this one? This is a new one.
No, this is the portrait. I'm just going before it,
you're
and
just
I'm making my
before
prayer.
but the portrait's rolled up in a scroll. Did you guys make another frame for it or stuff like
Yeah,
that?
we made another frame for
Yeah,
it.
we made a
Shit.
frame.
Another
hang
frame.
in
You
the
guys, that
borders.
was like quick. You guys did that shit quick.
It
So
was,
where is
it
this
was
picture?
the nautical frame.
I see.
Then with the waves.
At least we
That is pretty
tried
cool.
to make it fancy.
Yeah, try to make it fancy. It didn't go as fancy, but not because of. But anyways, yes. So where is this painting? Like, where are you?
It would be in the
Captain's quarter?
not in the captain's quarter, in like the crew quarters where we sleep, just
Where the
kind
hammocks
of
are?
hanging over where Nox sleeps.
Oh, hanging over where Nox sleeps. All right, so you kind of have to like go into your hammock to look at this picture, correct? Or are you
A
just
little bit,
standing
imagine-
like on the ground looking up at this painting?
Imagine Nox probably like sitting in the hammock with feet to either side, just looking at the wall that way.
Oh, guys are straddling the hammock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you're straddling the hammock and looking at this picture, this portrait of you drawn by you, your own hand, of Shaylin herself, or what you envision Shaylin to be. I think for the first time, you notice there are like the painting itself is like your crown achievement so far in terms of drawing, and you are horrified as the painting that you're looking at is no longer of like this blonde haired woman, but instead of an older, weathered, wrinkly, dark skinned man. And he smiles
He
at
did
you,
his nat 20 painting.
and he's like missing teeth, and you hear Nox through his voice, like his visage. Nox, you sit here and gaze in wonderment. the beauty that you have created into this world. And I sit here across the veil in my kingdom of colors and swirls, looking through another painting of one they have drawn of you. However, Dante, you gotta mute yourself.
Wait, what?
I don't know, I heard you breathing and it's clicking.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I heard it also. It's
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you that the painting that you drew, painting that I drew, can one day look different. Do you know what I mean, Nox?
I'm not sure, but I know my appearance has changed.
And so have I. The point is, it doesn't matter what we look out on the outside. This painting that you drew of me does not matter that I look as such. Because on the surface level, yes, it does. But true beauty matters
Comes
not.
from the heart.
That's right. You have suffered much. Your appearance has changed. But I am a sculptor, a creator. And my creations are nigh perfect. There is a part of me that wants to bring you back to what you used to be. And I will do this if you say so. All will be reversed.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that. I just want to. I don't know. I don't think I want that. I just want the strength to protect my friends. As you said, appearance does not matter. So I am fine with this form.
Then so be it. I will ensure
Sorry, what?
she's gonna say, I'm sure that you have learned much from your transformation. And I am here with you. For what you go through, I will go through with you. The colors of the painting become more pronounced, more solidified, until you are looking at a portrait of this old, dark man. There's an expression on his face that is only etched in the wrinkles of a long lifetime of many experiences. And even though each wrinkle feels like a wave in itself, heavy and burdensome, dragging and putting weight and sagging the face, there's a weight and burden of pride with each of these wrinkles. Something like along the lines of, like, I've survived this experience. I've went through it and came out the other end. And the expression on this old man's face is one of content, acceptance, and happiness and joy. As you look at this painting, you feel the strength that was sapped out of you begin to flood back into you. And as it does so, your muscles begin to like tense and surge with and like strain against your skin so tightly. I think there's a moment where you could have been anything at this point, rolling a nat 1 on 100. Shaylin has given you the ability that she's offered you something, like reverting you back to your old self, or possibly even tempting you with a new form of your choosing. So, by the way, before you decline 100%, that is on the table. She is saying she is the creator, and she created you, and she can mold you in any way she wants, like a statue or a piece of clay. That's the intent she's trying to get past you, the visions in your mind that you're seeing. However, Knox, I think what you're saying is you will not take Shaylin up on this offer.
That is correct. Nox does have a strong belief that beauty is on the inside, that outward appearance doesn't matter.
And therefore, as the drawing changes, as your portrait that you drew melts and changes and warps into a new figure in front of you, uh, the the feeling is that um, it's like this like enlightenment as Knox, you look down and you realize your painting equipment has been taken on, your colors have been mixed, and you are just straddling your hammock. The painting has come off the wall and has been thoroughly and carefully removed from the frame. And you have drawn in this trance on top of the portrait. You have redrawn lines. You have filled in where there was no color before or lighter color. You have reshaped the hair, the lines of the face until the painting you once drew is no longer recognizable. And instead, you see the new visage of Shaylin that has been captured in your mind. And as you look down at this new drawing, what does Knox think? As supposedly you have drawn in this trance. And the conversation from Shaylin fades from your mind as well.
think he's probably drawn a more plain-looking woman. Before it was very grandiose, out of reach, but this one is a bit more down to earth kind of vibe. More earthy tones, greens and browns.
Mm-hmm. And as you look down at this changed visage, there is the appearance of this new figure is less appealing in conventional terms. However, the techniques, the skills used are much more refined. The lighting, the shadows, much more deep, realistic. It looks like a different painting altogether. Your energy drained is removed, and I'm going to let you roll a. Let me do something new here. I'd like you all to give me a number between 1 to 10.
7.
And the number should be based on
Oh.
like how much you all liked Nox painting, have thought about Nox's painting, like how much. So like 10 being like all the time and 1 being never. How
Me as Mikkel,
often?
me as Muna.
As the character, obviously. I don't care about what you're.
Oh, sure, that's what I'm asking. Like, it's then it's a 1.
Like
Give a
your
fuck about
characters,
it.
like how much has Nox's painting impacted your characters and what they have done throughout this entire
Yeah.
campaign?
1. If I could go
What?
lower, it has 0 influence on Muna's life.
1. Okay, 1. That's fine.
Yeah. If I could
One's
go
fine.
-2.
Briar and Leonard.
I would say
What?
6.5. I had a lot of Dryads and Treants and stuff say something about Jalen to me. Also, I helped Nox build a frame twice.
6.5.
Or 7.
Give me a number, 6.5 or 7.
Is 6.5 okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
You
a
could
number
say
you
point-
gave. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
6.5.
say only that there are no. You could also have said like there are no
Nickel,
points.
if you want to do a 0, you can also do 0.
I mean,
As
Muna,
from
yeah,
Muna.
0. I mean, it
Okay.
had
Muna
0.
says 0.
Muna might
Briar
not even
says
know he's
6.5.
Muna might not have known he's painted at this point. You know, it's.
Maybe. Okay. It's Leonard.
It sounds so rude, but Muna doesn't
Like-
care.
We're gonna say 0 for Aaron because
What's a 5?
that painting was made before Aaron's time.
Yeah. I mean,
A 5 would be like it had medium impact into your character so far. Like for Cog, it had significant impact. So Cog would be high, like 8, 9. But for Owlbear, it might be like a 3 or 4. Like he thought it was really pretty. He was really proud of that moment, but it wasn't like something that defined
life
Nox
changing.
yeah, like it didn't define anything for him. So if you're like Owlbear and you appreciated his work and you just thought it was really good drawing and you're proud of him, it'd be like more of like a 3 or a 4. Briar did 6.5 because Briar also actively helped improve the painting twice over, actually. And
Leonard
they've
was
shared a
not-
bond over the arts. So the right answer for you would probably be like 3 to 5.
Yeah, I was about to say, doesn't seem like it's higher than.
I would say like 4, 3. Let's say a 3.
I was about to say, have you ever even talked about it with him? Like maybe on the day?
Yeah, he did. No, yeah, he did
Well,
congratulate him, and he was actually very proud of it.
I believe you used it in a speech to rally the
Yes,
queue
he
through
did.
when
Yeah.
I made it.
Okay.
Like personally to Leonard, it isn't much of an impact, but like this is like that for Knox. It is a big deal, so you will like take a little more stock in it. That's why it's like let's say a 4.
4?
Mhm.
Knox, as you are standing there coming out of your trance, Shaylin puts into your mind the experiences that has happened from your art, from this particular painting. She shows the day that you drew it, the excitement from everyone, the rally of how your art has single-handedly maybe even turned in a mutiny over, because like at that point things were kind of rough, but then I think there was like a huge commotion, like they wanted Leonard's blood on the boat, and the Briar was doing their thing where they're like actively like like conspiring against Leonard on the boat at the time, I'm pretty sure. And then like things were not kind of rough, but the painting helped kind of turn that around. And then with like the moments with Briar, you do see a flash of an image of Briar, and like you could see like there's so many, like you notice like for Briar that like Briar's almost suspended in like the space, and you can see like different colors swirling around Briar, but they're like pulling at Briar in different directions. So like you see like this dark red color pulling Briar in one direction, this sickly green color in another, this another glowing green color in another direction, and then like you can see kind of like holding all that together is like Shaylin herself. And then you see Owlbear, Cog, all the other folks affected. And you feel that experience sinking into you. You said 6.5, Nina. You said 4, Leonard. And Muna, you said 0. In total, Knox, I think you deserve this. You get 10,500 XP. As tears
Good job.
are trailing down your cheeks, but you know they're not yours, but that of the goddess above you. And she says one last thing. This is a reward, yes, but consider it future payment, an investment for the more beauty you're going to bring into this world, Nox. I lost my beautiful warrior before, but now I've gained an even more beautiful warrior in your presence.
I will try my very best, as I always have.
Don't stop punching until you paint the enemies red. No, no, I'm joking. She does not say anything.
Jesus.
I want to see red everywhere. Like, show me what the colors the insides are. You know what I mean? No.
True beauty is on the inside. So show me theirs.
Yeah. So make sure you take them out.
Skin them alive.
I want to wear them. No. And use them as puppets. Anyways, she
Do
goes.
some taxidermy on them.
She'll
That's
just
also
say,
an art.
you know, ah.
I'd say it's a craft.
Yeah, like art is a strong word for that hobby. So she just finishes with after the investment part. She's just like, make the world a better place and share it. That is the beauty. One love.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, she's just like, one love. Yeah,
one
ma.
love?
One love.
One love, one people.
She's just Caribbean now.
She
No,
could
but-
be if she wanted to.
Yeah, that's it. And then the presence leaves. What do you do, Knox, in this state?
Just a
As you
little
wipe
quiet.
the tears away.
Thank you. All right. I think there are things I need to do. I guess out of the hammock. Returns to the crew.
Okay. What do the rest of you guys do?
Let's get to Rosie. And well, let's
Yep,
get to the elf.
Go to the inn.
Oh, I would have actually looked at the scroll of chest.
Do you do
So
that in
what?
private or do you share?
Who would I share that with?
I don't know, somebody magical who knows magic stuff?
Muna is
Usually-
preoccupied with going
Usually,
around.
like,
so
like if you are in a position where like your car breaks down, do you just start trying to fix it?
I mean,
yourself?
at this point, before Muna wouldn't be there. So I mean,
What do you
I
mean,
would, I
Muna would be there? I'm
look at
telling
it.
you guys are all here.
Yeah, but that's all at the same time. Like Muna went to
It doesn't
wherever
have
he
to
went.
be.
He
Nina,
wanted
he's literally saying we're all here.
You like
Muna
he's
is
gonna
here.
come back.
But in the downtime before we go to the tavern or whatever, Muna went to the harbor master, the quartermaster,
No, it's
while I'm
fine.
looking at the scroll on the boat.
It's fine. Yeah, no, if she doesn't want me there, it's fine.
Nina, the DM literally said, everybody is here.
fine.
There is
It's fine.
something like time moving on. And
said
while
everybody
Muna
is
is going
here.
to the
You're overthinking it. Everybody is here.
He isn't. No, dude. When you go out grocery shopping,
are you
I'm
saying
not
the DM
like,
is
oh,
wrong?
I'm waiting for 3
Hey, no,
hours until you
it's-
go back to look at a book.
Hey, it's fine. If Nina wants, it's fine. There's no reason to fight the fire. It's okay.
But in a makes sense way, like wouldn't you want to have somebody who's more
I don't know that it's magical. For me, it is a scroll.
I know
of
your wisdom is
poems.
4, but that's a stretch.
It's 6 now.
It's I mean, yes, you got +2 wisdom, bro. Like you should be a little bit more aware, I feel like, at that
Hey,
point.
it's-
But
Call it good. If she doesn't want it there, it's not there, you know?
it's well, I mean, it's because like this is how you guys get into trouble. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, but
Are you saying that scroll is bad news? Oh my god.
What do you mean, Nina? When have I ever given you something that was just good news?
Well,
This is
hey,
the
what happened
same
happened.
thing. This is the
It's a-
necromic. This is the
It's a continuous pattern.
This
Yes.
is the grimoire all over
Also
again in
can
a
say
way.
I'm
Batu,
talking to the head.
Varana,
I can also say I'm
Nikto.
talking to the head, who we have still on the ship. And then I go and look at the scroll when Muna comes back.
You can definitely do whatever you want.
So I go and
doesn't
get
matter.
the head out.
You take the head and roll me a d20 because this head has been in your possession for a long time. It's decaying. On a 12,
Sorry.
because you have a dinosaur on board, I'm gonna ask you to roll this number again and take the lower of the half too.
Oh god, did the dinosaur eat the
Eat it.
undead person?
On 12, there's some nibbles. There's some nibbles off of this. For sure. It is not pretty. Definitely the eyes, the ears, like the stuff that you could say is more
The external parts.
yeah. Like the bits that might be fun to eat have been eaten.
Oh god, what would be fun to eat on the head?
Like the nose,
don't
the
want to know.
ears. Okay. The eyes, like
And
They took the
eyes.
tongue. I can't talk anymore. The lower jaw
Yeah,
is missing.
I'm pretty
I
sure
would take
yes.
the head.
The tongue is gone. The tongue has probably just fucking disintegrated over time, but yeah.
So whenever she speaks to her, Cal, you need to talk without using your tongue.
Sure.
Oh well, then I notice. Yeah, like I'm just like, hello. It's been some time and I see you still alive.
Remind me again.
If he does,
It didn't really talk to you last time, right?
it just said kill me, and I said I will kill it if I will kill him if he's telling me how he turned on that.
Got it.
Keep saying Moon as the evil
Roll
one.
me a
He's
diplomacy
begging for
check.
the sweet embrace of death.
I should roll what?
Roll me a roll me a diplomacy check. Or intimidation. Well, it just kind of depends on what you're trying to go.
I mean, I did make it clear I will kill him. I made that clear last time, but I want to know who or what turned him.
Okay. So diplomacy or
I
intimidation.
did roll diplomacy. It's a 22.
so you're trying to be nicer, right?
Yeah. I don't have a reason to intimidate him.
Okay.
Remember, Cal, now speak without using your tongue or lower lip.
No, I think it would be more of like and what are you asking him? What are you saying?
I'm just like, I see you're still alive. Are you finally going to tell me what turned you, or do you still want to be put back? I guess I just put him in a crate.
Yeah, he's just like, kill me. Kill me. That's all he says.
You know what? I tried it the easy way. I will kill you if you do not resist this spell. I cast share memory. I want his memory of when he was turned.
Ooh, DC 17 will. So this is the head of Master Scourge.
I do want to point out, it says you can show the target one of your memories, not that you can force his memory.
Of you one of
Yeah.
the target's memories.
Yeah, but doesn't it you have to show? I
Of
guess
you
that is.
one of the target's memories. That's why I said I
I
will
guess.
kill you if you show me that.
I guess. Yeah, you could read it as that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to share it a second time.
Well,
Are
you are
sure?
sharing memory
I think
Oh.
you should do it a third time, just to be
to show,
safe.
to show dominance.
Or like how would you have read that?
No,
That
you're
you
right. I
one of
guess
the
I
target's
read it. I read it as you could show, but you're right that you could. It also does state the other way.
All right. So what is it that you're trying to view?
I
That
want
memory.
to-
They need to. So
that
Master
that
Scourge adds a. Damn, it's been so long since I looked up Master Scourge. I'm just gonna give him a plus. Fuck it, +5 to this, which is high, I know, but let's just give him a +5. That's a 12. He fails the will save. So that means you can view one of the target's memory, any memory.
guess so. That's how I read it. I mean, I also just told him that I want to see the memory of
And you will kill him?
how when he was turned, who turned him.
Okay.
And that
There is a moment where lightning strikes above you. And for a second, you think that it's the weather changing here. However, it is not, as you feel your stomach roiling as you're going up and down these massive waves flashing against you. You have seen, you were kicked off this boat by, I think, Leonard or somebody, just straight into the ocean. Left as like the telltale sails of the Denmark's Promise sails off in the distance. You're screaming for someone to help you, and then the next thing you know, you are drifting into darkness. It is but only a moment when your eyes are popped open awake again. Breath coming into your lungs. Then you see an old familiar face. You're not dead because your body aches. But you're somewhere worse. A cabin you have seen before. A slave ship girl that you have seen before. And one haunting visage of Captain Harrigan. The slave ship girl, and so innocent when you were on board, looks so deliciously evil at this moment. Her innocent face contorted into this condescending, vile look of disgust. Captain Harrigan, almost deferring to her in the shadows, walks out into the light. There are words being spoken, but you cannot hear the voices. It's like, but there's a point where you can taste the fear in Master Scourge's mouth as Captain Harrigan comes out of the shadow, and you can see his big bulk looks gray and disgusting. Worms and such crawling through his skin. You can see like half of his face is like decayed off. And then there's like this evil pleasure in his eyes as like the little girl, the slave ship girl, hands Captain Harrigan a saw. And the last bit of the memory is Master Scourge is Captain Harrigan taking the saw to one of his legs.
I do know who I do not want to cross paths with again when we are on sea. So as I come back from that memory, I look at him. Alright. See, why it wasn't that hard. So why didn't you just tell me who did it? That was all I wanted to know.
You just hear, "Kill me."
Throw him in the ocean. Punish him.
No, I get I get my dagger out, and I'm like, I mean, I promised it. I'm not breaking any promise, and yeah, 12 to a head. What I see does a head have?
As you
Like
stab,
I would just strike him right in the head, like
as you
forehead.
strike him in the forehead, you see the eyes start to like go crazy, what's left of them at least, so the sockets, and then like his whole face starts to twitch, and he's like, "Ah, thank you." Then as you withdraw, no blood, just one drop of like ooze, like thick pussy ooze slips from his forehead. The last thing he's gonna say to you is, "It's coming." And the head itself lays dormant.
That's not ominous at all. Ah. Okay, what am I going to do with that head now?
I don't know, but I think it's time that you start sharing some info with your groups.
Yeah, I just wait until everyone is back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess when everyone's back from what they were doing, I just sit them down.
Okay.
Does Leonard want to do something first?
Good question. Leonard?
Right now, Leonard really wants to find out Rosie and Cog and know the why of what they did, and then figure out what to do with them.
Okay, so you're not doing anything while everyone is doing their own thing.
No, I guess not. So everyone gets back into the boat. Muna coming back from, doing his thing
Yeah.
with the harbor master. Nox comes back upstairs. Looks like maybe she's been crying a little bit. Leonard has been just kind of dilly-dallying. You come upstairs with the head or no?
With the head. Yeah,
With the head,
I'm.
sure.
It's dead. I need to dispose of it somehow.
Sure.
Yeah, and when everyone's together, I'm just like, well, I have some info for everyone, which it doesn't really help in our situation right now, but it's still something that I think everyone should know before I might forget some details of what I just saw. And I just put the head between them.
I forget. Do we know that Briar kept the head?
I never made a I never made a
I don't think we know.
secret out of.
I think
It-
it was
everyone
known.
knows.
No one just everyone was just like, Briar being
No one
Briar.
addressed it.
I think it's because we knew it when Briar was like a vampire thing, so it was less weird back then.
Yeah. It was lost in the
Just
sauce.
somehow.
We just assumed it was
It
gone.
was lost. No one
It's just
remembered that
an
it still
extra
has a
snack,
head.
an extra snack that Briar took with her.
Yeah.
So you tell us that?
Yeah, like we found the head on this ship when we pulled it out of the water, if I remember correctly.
Didn't you like fish it up?
I'm pretty sure it was in a crate on this ship while it was submerged, because I pulled out some submerged chests. I'm pretty sure it was in one of those.
Yeah, I was in one of the
Fished
submerged
it
chests.
up,
Oh,
if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Like that's what I remember. It's Cal just wrote like be right back. So,
oh yeah.
I guess Dante
swirl
doesn't
around it.
remember.
Well, I
So-
mean, I guess
Vaguely,
that's-
it's been a very long time.
I guess that's a scary thought.
Yeah, so I don't know how the head came into a crate on this ship, but
I mean, probably some sick level of punishment.
yeah, but then Whitewinds should be somehow into that whole thing too, or one of the crew of his. Anyway, like the worst thing I guess is that Harrigan and this slave girl are. I don't even know what they are. Some monsters for Leonard to fight, I guess. And I also don't know what it is that is coming.
I mean, it sounds creepy. But thank you
with
for sharing.
everything going on, There are a lot of things coming.
Okay.
Also,
Um,
Muna, if you're at it, I bought this scroll from a guy that disappeared suddenly when I was looking back at him. So just to be sure, can you look if it has a curse on it or something like that?
Sure, I can try my best. Help you with it.
All right, because I do not want a second coming of
The book.
the book.
Yeah, I get that.
And it also has poems in it, like, yeah. I kind of get a bit of flashbacks there.
Sure, I can help you take a look at it.
All right.
Of course
Back.
I would.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So you did fish up the head in the chest. That's correct.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I swallowed it. I am about to swallow in front of everyone the head into the ocean.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Unless anyone else wants to stop me.
Oh, I don't need it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you throw the head in the ocean, the head slowly
Not
spins
bury it? Okay.
and it slowly
alright.
revolves around until the face kind of turns back around towards you guys. And there's just like this like hideous laughter that comes out of it. But it doesn't sound like Master Scourge's head at all. It's like a much more deeper, louder laugh. As goes into the water, disappears. After that, I think Muna, you need to roll me a spellcraft check. However, I am going to ask you all
To help.
Yeah. You want to add something before I roll?
yeah, really quickly. There will be I have a real riddle for you. Sorry, my cat's just staring at me. I have a riddle for you. This is a real riddle. Maybe you can figure it out. Maybe you can't. But and I can give you a couple of different riddles with the same answer. Depending on what you roll here, Muna. You look at the scroll, and first of all, it's like it's a scroll, but how do I say this? It's like it looks very much so like how do I say this? It looks like very ornate, and it's like it has like a scroll case on it, right? And on the scroll case, there's like the inscriptions. So like you can't like just look at the scroll. There's like a case around it, but like it's like, have you ever guys seen this like old school like scroll case where the scroll case lid opens up and then you take the scroll out of the inside? And then you can roll it back up into the case and close it. Have you guys ever seen that?
Like like Elder Scrolls.
Is it?
Yeah. It's the picture I get in my mind.
Is that the Elder Scrolls? Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a lot of things. That's just what I get in my picture.
Like I think a good example of this, I'm gonna put it on the Discord. It's like
Does
something like
sound
this.
like a scroll case.
It's a scroll
Can you
case.
stand
It looks like a freaking.
Yeah.
It's a scroll case. So on the scroll case, like this, right? It looks. It's very ornate. It's a scroll case, and there's a rune script. There's like riddles inscribed on it. Roll me a d20. Well, let me roll me a, and they're all in different like languages and like different sects. So, you guys can all roll me whatever you want: Arcana, spellcraft, appraisal, linguistics, history, knowledge, religion, anything you want. What I'm looking for is any number above 30
Close
on
to
any of these
30.
rolls.
But before I do that, I would like to cast the guidance on myself,
Sure.
since I'm thinking real hard.
+1.
Yeah.
But you guys
Oh.
can make that check on any check, literally, except for like attack.
So
Can I?
diplomacy.
Can I? Can I cast
No,
bit
just
of
bonus.
luck?
This is the only one I have a chat, so that kind of makes sense.
Hey, let's go! The boys
Oh,
are
no.
back in town.
Oh my
Boys are
lord.
back
Oh
attack.
no!
Miko, you
Cookie,
infected
cookie.
me.
Diplomacy is not
Diplomacy
the right one, but it's okay.
Use the highest one.
I
I mean,
would have used diplomacy too.
Cookie for
though.
Dante, cookie for Muna.
could I use like profession Adivane?
Yeah, but it's too late. You rolled in that one. Get your cookie. Muna, get your
Yeah, I
cookie.
got my cookie.
I mean, diplomacy is my best stat to roll as well
Yeah,
because
but-
you.
It's not a diplomacy roll.
Acrobatics
Or
is mine,
should
but
I-
I'm not sure how good an acrobatic is. I don't think that makes sense.
17. I have. Wait, 1 point per 2 caster levels.
Don't you have
I'm
performance?
8. Yeah, but what does performance with instruments do?
Yeah, that's true.
So, wait, according to the spell, I should have.
You do have lore master, number 1.
Yeah,
But
but
then-
that also only gives me a 20.
That's true.
No, I did cast bit of luck there. I did say that I'm casting that.
So we could say that I will let you compound lore magic on top of bit of luck, at least for this one. You can spend 4 points to what do you mean by points though?
I get with that spell, I get a reservoir of luck points equal to 1 point per 2 caster levels, which
Okay.
means 4 points. I can spend the points to add a +1 luck bonus to the d20 roll.
If you spend
results.
4 points, you can add 2d8.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well then you can definitely roll that for your luck bonus, and then for your praise, that's definitely enough. You can potentially
Yeah.
get a 33.
Potentially.
Hey, it's happened
So
before.
2d8, 11. So I'm at 28.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got
So,
you. I got you
one-
with a... Oh, okay. I was gonna give you one
wait.
of mine as well.
My thing, I just put a +1 out.
There, it's right here. So Nox is you're
And
gonna
I'm
put
also-
one down?
I'm gonna put one up.
All right. So Briar, you have given this scroll to Muna to take a look at, but everyone's taking their turn looking at this because Muna, on the nat 1, what is the first thing you say? You do recognize that there's runes and writing on here, but what do you say?
I mean, it's false information, so
It's false
I think-
information.
well, this is a that one, right? I'm just going with the flow. I think this might be Elven, and I don't speak Elven.
In a very dismissive and nonchalant way, Muna's
Yeah,
like, this is like an elvish piece of trash. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Hands it over to Leonard. Leonard, you
Yeah.
rolled in that one. You take a look
That
at it.
reminds me, I never gave myself additional languages for the intelligence increase.
You definitely should. Leonard, you take a look at the scroll case. It looks like gibberish
looks
to
like
you.
Infernal.
Yeah.
Twice.
What do you say? What do you think about this on your nat 1 diplomacy check? You're just like,
I think this is what people in some places called toilet paper. You use it to wipe your ass after you dump.
and then you hand it over to Nox, who rolled a good 25. So Nox, I'm gonna say, you get the first riddle with the 25. And 500 XP. The first riddle is, I wear a crown, though palace walls I seldom see. My home is cramped, yet boundless power flows from me. With whispered words, I grant what mortals most desire. Born of the elements, daughter of smoke and fire. Who am I? What am I?
Ah,
That is what you read out. Nox. Or you can actually read it out to your crew in any way. You,
no, I mean, do you want me to read it out?
I don't care.
Max?
It's up to you. It's not me.
No, let's just say I read it out. There's no reason to repeat it.
Yep. Maybe you say it in a different way.
Could I hear it again since I wasn't listening because I thought that was only to Jacob, so I purposely like zoomed it out so I didn't like meta.
Oh, I guess I'll just read it out then. I think it says, I wear a crown, though palace walls I seldom see. My home is cramped, yet boundless power flows from me. With whispered words I grant what mortals most desire. Born of the elements, daughter of smoke and fire. I think it's a riddle.
Oh no, Mikkel's kryptonite. Riddles and puzzles.
I'm not very good. I like puzzles. I don't like riddles.
I actually like more riddles
Riddles
than
are
puzzles.
hard.
All right. So Briar,
I'm with Jacob on the
you take.
puzzles.
Well, yeah, I don't always give you what you like. Sometimes it's what you need. Wants and needs. Sometimes you need riddles. Jacob, Nox, you read that out loud. You get a shiver down your spine. And you read this. And you hand it over to Briar. Briar, you also get 500 XP. As you can comfortably say that there are 2 more riddles, and you realize that each of the riddles are still pointing to the same thing. We can read them out. Like, oh wait, hold on. Here's the first one. That's the, wait, hold on. Write this. This is the second. So, Nox read out the first one. This is the second one. And this is the third one. You can read them out loud
Yeah.
if you would like to.
My blood runs royal, ancient power in my veins, but breath or glass holds me in unseen chains. Speak your desire, let the magic spin.
Wait.
dance in
You
smoke.
skipped a line.
But this
No,
says the
it's-
message has been hidden.
No, not that
Yeah,
message.
It's because the message is a bit
Go the one.
scrambled.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we see the first riddle, then the start of the second, then this message has been hidden, continuing the second, and then the second again, and then the third.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so all
You
these.
post it on Discord. Maybe it's easier to like.
Wait, hold on. These are supposed to be hidden. Okay.
Oh. Okay, I
And a
start
bit
again
more
from
up.
the start.
Yeah.
My blood once royal, ancient
Oh,
power
wait,
in my veins.
Wait. Sorry.
Is that hidden too? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This.
My blood once royal, ancient power in my veins, but brass or glass holds me in unseen chains. A king my father, elements my kin. Speak your desire, let the magic spin. I dance in smoke, yet hold a noble title high, a prisoner of wishes neath a desert sky. My father rules the djinn, my power can reshape, but freedom lies beyond my child's escape. So, who
Sounds like a genie to me.
is that?
That sounds like a genie.
No.
Do you think I should warp the scroll case?
Yeah, give it a try. What will happen?
Just that we set something free? I say as I warp it gently.
You rub it gently. It moans in pleasure. Continue
Yeah.
on.
It's very pleased.
It's like, thank you. How much do
Now
I
next
owe
Really
riddle.
you?
needed that.
Yeah.
Now next riddle. Thanks, sweetheart.
How much? Not much. All right.
Pretty for a guy.
What it's asking for the answer. You know what I mean? You guys don't have to answer it now. You guys put it away. Think about it.
Oh, I would just be like, are you a genie? Even though it might sound very
These
weird if I
scroll-
talk
These
to
scrolls
the
self-destruct.
Yeah. It melts. The scroll case feels warm to your touch.
Rub it some more.
I mean, it says
Did we
daughter
answer
of
the
smoke
first
and
riddle?
fire, so it might be an Ifriti. Instead of a genie.
Did we
It's
answer
more
the first
specific.
riddle? Like, Isn't that
all
the
the
same?
riddles
All
point to
three
the
All of the
riddles.
same.
riddles have the
Yep.
same answer.
Yep.
oh, I was like trying to figure out like, what the. I'm just trying to think really hard about the first line. Like, wear a crown? Is it some kind of flower?
Like it's a royal that's like trapped in the lantern, so they don't see the palace walls. My home is cramped, it's boundless power flows from me, and trapped in the lamp, you know. They have boundless power. And they grant most mortals most desire. And then there's the born from elements, daughter of smoke and fire. Leads me to think that it might be like in the 3T.
There's the other riddles.
It's a royal.
Brass or glass? I mean, we can continue. I just have it in the back of my mind.
Okay, yeah.
What's the rule of the gin?
If we're bound by brass or glass?
Like a lamp can be brass. A lamp may have glass.
Yeah. Or there's a lot of containers made out of glass or brass.
I mean, an Ifriti is just a type of genie. You know?
I do
But,
try to open it without. Should I? No, not that it's
But the other one
self-destruct.
says that my father rules the Jinn, who are the air elementals. So that kind of throws me off a little bit.
Can I just take what would that be? Knowledge. Planes? Chinikin
Wait.
religion?
For what? What are you trying to roll?
What
Like a
kind
cheat code
of
to this riddle?
genie would be?
Oh, planes. Knowledge planes for sure. Yeah.
Do I take the net?
I mean, you also have somebody who's like proficient in planes knowledge here.
Yeah,
But maybe
Muna,
Muna has checked
do you
out like
know?
Mikkel has. Who knows?
Muna, can you
Maybe
tell me
Muna
what
read the
you
first
know
line
about
and was like, "Ah,
Chinikin?
people check in, I don't check out."
like elves. It's all elves. I'm not gonna roll planes. I just didn't, you know.
What are you trying to
not
learn
sure.
though?
Like if this is like if it's maybe referring to some type of genie ifrit.
Is that what you want to learn, Nina or Briar?
if
Why
like that's what
would
you
you
want,
want to
right?
roll
if-
planes?
yeah,
Knowledge.
kinda. If
History
like
planes.
if it would
Knowledge planes.
fit that riddle.
For what? An
Answer.
Ifrit?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and roll knowledge planes.
Yeah, I mean that's.
24.
I'm more.
That's a religion.
Stuck. Oh,
Is it the same bonus or? I'm pretty sure
No,
planes
it's
is
4
higher.
It's 4 higher.
That's a 12.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, like planes, like you know, of genie, jinn, ifrits, you know, like they're all types of genies. It's probably, yeah. I mean, they're all genie. It seems to be a mixture of two. The thing that you probably stands out is like the daughter is smoke and fire. So smoke could be jinn, fire could be ifrits. There's also like mixtures of two. It's probably the clues are probably more of like they're a genie. That's probably you're probably on the right track with the genie part.
Okay, I just feel like it's a genie. But I don't really can think of anything
Like there's
specific.
too many hints that describe genies.
Yeah.
Like the wish granting, being trapped. Elements, my kin, not just one, but elements.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, I mean, feel like it's just, genies. I mean, can I roll like if I know any famous ifrits?
Or genies?
Yeah.
Knowledge. This would be
Nobility.
just what is Muna's worst one? Let's see.
History, or geography, or engineering.
I would say this is knowledge history.
Sure. 11.
I'm
I
an
don't know any
11.
fucking famous. I don't know any fucking famous genies.
There's like a few,
Yeah.
you know.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Will of Smith,
Yeah.
or the Will Smiths, Smither of Will. Robin
So-
Williams.
God, I forgot his name. I was trying to remember. I'm like,
Yeah, Robin Williams is.
my
The most famous.
Hey,
Yeah. He's the.
yeah. Let me tell you something about my mother. Anyways, so you guys want to just table this?
Yeah.
I have one last thing because last time I rolled if I know anything about the Shahrazad, and you told me a little bit of it. Would I know anything like tiny bits of information about what the stories were about, the poems? Was there a genie in them?
Roll me a yeah, roll me a knowledge history check.
Yeah, I unfortunately can't do the 20 again because I wrote that when I bought the scroll for if I know about
Sure.
her.
That was yesterday. You can do
Damn
today.
it.
Yeah.
That was yesterday already.
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
Oh well, if you say it was yesterday already, well then I used that Lawmaster.
All right, sure. Take 100 XP. Shahrazad is a famous bard. The rumors of Shahrazad was that she was not of this world. As in, she was not human. Many of her works, were because, like, they're like studied by bards everywhere. She's one of the most famous bards, but so very ancient. Some even call her one of the first bards. Somebody who, like a powerful being that had like the talent and like the drive and like the need to like express themselves. And that's why the 50 songs of Shahrazad is so famous. They're like the foundations of bards and what like drives people to like be engaged in the story. And a lot of it was personal stuff from her own life as this. And that's kind of like the answer. A lot of the stories are told from a point of view in the songs of Shahrazad, who is not of this world, and has had challenges because of that, and also because of another thing. Like, because even in this other world, in this other plane of existence, there are still things that we can relate to, or people can relate to here, that she might have went through there. As this is the answer. She is
I was about to say
this.
the obvious. And I answered a riddle with I use Shahrazad.
The scroll case is warm, but that is not the answer to the riddle.
Damn it!
Yeah. I was like.
It was the obvious. It was
No,
the obvious.
To me, I was also like, that's probably it.
But you're on the right track. I think you're focusing on the name too much. I've been trying to tell you literally what the answer is in my description there, in my help there. The Harazed
Uh,
is this, and it's related to the riddles, and it's the reason why this, like, she's like the first bard. It says, like, in ancient time there wasn't really as like a prevalence of this. It's like a lot more of like myths and like just like warnings and things to teach your kids not to do. But it was like one of the first times where somebody brought an experience from a different plane of existence that people could still relate to in this time, in a way.
It could
Because of, like-
definitely be that it's. I can't think of anything.
Like, this is almost
Because
like a
it's like-
Disney thing, you know, like,
Yeah, but you do know that.
What is
like,
love?
Sometimes.
no, what is
being-
love? What the fuck? Disney is known for this as well. Oh.
Storyteller.
Yes, I guess, in a way, sure. Does anyone
It's like
else
what-
want to give a gift? Guess. Dante, Jacob, please. Just
What is a
I
different
mean-
word for that? I'm.
If it's a geniekin who lived here, born of like fire and smoke, it could be an ifrit.
no, it's not about that. Stop
Not
talking
about
about the
that, no.
difference.
What do you call storytellers? I can. My
Disney
bilinguality could.
does this very well. They like use this as like a way to kind of like get like to like
Narrator?
why would Disney just like everyone uses the narrator? No, Disney does this particularly well to like capture, engage an audience, particularly like, you know, with what they do and their story in their brand of storytelling. You know, and it's old, right? It's old. Some of these
Tale
very
teller.
old stories. Oh man.
Fairy
I'm
And then
trying
like
to
there's
really,
like the hints are in the riddles, like I dance and smoke. Or
I am sure it all makes sense.
yes.
And once we hear it, we're like, of course.
yes.
But that's the thing with every riddle. I'm really trying to be like,
The first line
Illusion?
is a giveaway. The first line, second line, like the first line of every riddle is a hint towards it. So it's like
princess? We have it! It's princess! Crown.
so do you say princess?
Yeah, Muna says princess.
It remains warm, but that is not the answer.
Damn it!
But damn. Take 100 XP though.
I'm like trying
And
really
then-
hard, Cal. I'm no good
No,
with riddles.
no. You
Yeah.
are.
Prince.
I just need somebody to connect the dots. That's it. Somebody gonna connect the dots. 1000 XP right there to connect the dots there.
Ancient powers in my veins. God.
What princess does have ancient power?
Oh my goodness. You guys are there. Don't go the opposite way. You guys are in the right direction. All it needs to do is connect the dots. Jacob, connect the dots.
Princess of fire!
I-
Fire princess!
No, so close.
Ifrit
I'm not sure
princess.
which dot you want
Oh.
me to connect. Is it about
Mikkel,
the
you're
genies?
so
Is it
there.
about
Come on,
the
you can do it.
princess? Is it about the storyteller?
You got this,
What
Mikkel.
fucking dots are we
Mikkel,
connecting here?
You got
God.
this.
Is it
You
Elsa?
got this.
Her fire sister, Frelsa?
Come on. You got this. You're so close. You're so close. You're so close. Might have to just give this to you. You're so close, man. You were like the last thing you said, not Elsa, but the last thing that you mentioned was like right there,
Yeah.
just the specific word.
It's some close to Queen of Fire. Like, Princess of Fire.
No. The one that you said after that.
Prince of Fire?
No.
I said it. I don't even know.
Well,
That was
So
not
close.
that was not the
So
one.
close. So close. You guys are so close. Come on. Just push through.
Sovereign, Empress, Monarch, Lady, Countess, Duchess.
No. The princess right seemed about right.
Yeah. Now I'm just going like now I'm just thinking metaphor like what a princess typical like the Virgin of Fire, you know, like stereotypically.
No,
You know, like-
you're going overthinking it.
I know.
Overthinking
No,
it.
well, I know,
You
but that's
s-
why I'm trying to be like.
Overthinking it so much. It's just 2 words. It's 2 words. You have guessed both words. Just give me them.
Fire Princess.
No.
Wish
No.
Princess?
Wish
If-
What is
Princess.
similar to that? That was like a very. There's another way. of
Genie
saying-
Princess.
There you go. Who?
That's it.
That is the answer.
That's actually what I was about to say. I was like, I'm trying to.
I am gonna
Thank you,
give it to
Jacob.
Muna though, because Muna did guess he did say princess. Technically, that could have been the right answer, because someone said genie at one point. But
I think that's the first thing we said.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
the first
That
thing was genie.
I lived. Yeah.
So yes, it all begins to click into place for you, Muna, as you figure out the princess part, and you're like, oh wait, and then I think maybe Nox can get in some on this XP as well. If what does Nox say to kind of like help Muna?
Nox is genie. I'm like genie princess. I'm just saying titles. Fire princess, smoke princess, fire queen. Nox says like genie princess, genie queen. Like just like tossing and words out.
You know, the artistry on this scroll case reminds me of a children's book with a genie in it.
Genie princess? Fire genie empress! Oh! So, like, words out.
As you say that, I do have to look up genies, because the biggest thing about genies is that they all have different what is it?
Temperaments.
Elements. So I know the genie is wind, Ifriti is fire, Johnny, I don't know what Johnnies are.
The
Lights?
It's
a genie is just the broad.
No,
broad
I
terms,
said
all of
Johnny.
them.
I said-
Genie are the wind ones.
Yeah, and then there's the Johnny, which
Comes to John.
I think isn't that Earth?
no, it's the unknown. There's Meredith is water and Shaitan. Shaitan is earth.
Oh, the Johnny, is that like the weird mixture of all of them?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
All right. So,
Yeah.
you guys say Genie Princess, and the runes on the scrolls begin to grow. Who's holding it? Who's holding the scroll?
I'm holding it.
Okay.
I had it last. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the runes begin to glow as the letters for the riddles begin to change. You first smell brimstone as like red flashes through them. You smell fire and sulfur, and then wind, and then that is blown away by like a fresh breeze as like this wisp of smoke blows along the other way of the runes, and the scroll lid case opens up, and before you see like silk. This scroll is like you can tell like the paper isn't like your regular paper. It's almost like silk. And the words of Shahrazad are embroidered with fine gold, silver threads within the silk fabric. And then you have the two dowels where you can like unravel it and roll it back up on the side of the scroll case as well.
All right. I guess it's not a cursed item then. It was just hard work to open it, I guess.
Which in many ways are worse. Well, open it. I'm curious. We've just been spewing words.
Yeah, I take the scroll out.
You take the scroll out. I've explained it to you already. What
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know if Muna wants to take a look. I was told it's like an assortment of poems.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I cast Detect Magic just for the fun of it.
Mm. For you, it's definitely. Let's see. I guess you could say it's magical. Sure. Actually, I'm not really 100%. I'd like to consider. I'd probably consider it like, yeah. Maybe a summoning? Conjuration,
well, that's
maybe?
interesting.
Maybe it's like it's something like that, maybe?
Oh, well, that I'm very interested. I think it might be able to summon something.
Oh. Well, I was thinking of training a little bit in singing and try to perform those poems like as a songs. It would be bad if I just summon anything. so I guess thanks for telling me that.
I could be wrong, but I mean, like, I get a conjuration.
I mean, yeah, you were wrong with that curse potion
was-
too.
Well, no, I would say of identifying all properties, getting it to say remove curse or bestow curse, that's 80% there.
Yeah, still bestow and
I
remove it.
agree, there is some very important part missing.
But you got the curse right.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Well, you should summon it. Take a look what it does.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how. There were a lot of poems on there. But I just go through the first poem.
She explodes. Oh, damn, the wrong one. That was the poem of self-exploration. Well, nothing happens. It's a dot. I was wrong again. That is the curse. No.
Okay, so
yeah, I was
the language is a problem. So,
okay.
language 1 for poem number 1, the very first of the scroll, and it doesn't. Just for a good sake, I'm gonna say it's enchanted, so you can't just like go out of order. You gotta go through each one.
Oh,
The first
Oh.
one
okay.
is going to be in a language. What language do you speak?
Common, Sylvan,
Okay.
Elf, and Celestial.
So that is the
It is kind of funny. I said Elven, and you would have seen it's not Elven.
yeah. It's not Elven. It's not.
I know,
It's definitely not
I
Elven.
got it last. I got it last. You know.
You do not. You do not have the knowledge of this language, the first poem. And there's a thing like it's like if you can't read it, you can't scroll through it. You may pass around to see if other folks in your party.
You have to accept the terms and
Yeah.
conditions first.
Yep.
I would pass it around. Just if. Someone could get it.
Yeah, no, I only know common. And I just read up on it. Even though my intelligence increased, I don't get new languages.
I can common, Arclo, Necril, Infernal.
That's not right. Leonard?
No.
I know Draconic and Infernal.
No one in your party knows the language. The start.
I guess I need to go somewhere.
What about the kid?
Ori?
Yeah, Dante, you made Corey's
John
sheet.
Corey? No, wait. You did, Nina.
No, I made the dead.
Oh, you did. You did make the kid.
That
Halflings with high
Dante.
intelligence scores. So what can a halfling know?
They start with common and halfling, and then they get one additional language per intelligent modifier.
This guy knows one extra language.
Yeah, you can
What
choose from
language-
Dwarven, Elven, Gnome, and Goblin.
You can only choose from them. That's not. He can't. He does not know either. Owlbear.
Okay. If Alba knows, I'm like, what
Um,
the fuck?
I mean, he knows common.
he knows Calvin.
He barely knows common.
He barely knows common. He's not in this. That's it, really. I mean, that's all you know.
What about Taylor and Swift? Maybe.
No.
Oh.
Skugga? No.
He knows all my languages.
Okay. And then Aaron.
I could have cheesed it and given him a bunch of languages, but that would have been funny. Give me 7 days, guys, and I can have Skuka have 8
So
additional
anyone
languages.
can roll a linguistics. If you get 21 or higher, I will give you the language.
Damn it.
13.
All right. Take a cookie.
All 18.
Take a cookie, Briar. You could technically get this if people had cookies. Leonard, you
I
want to
like
roll
this amount of
linguistics?
gold increased, so I'm getting
Take a
much
cookie.
richer. Well,
All right. That
You know what? I'm Nox. I'm giving it these two.
what? Flip them.
Oh, now you need a 21, what?
Yeah. Yeah, 21
Then I take the one.
and a 2.
Take that. Yeah. I want to know
What?
what language that is.
Okay, Nox. Somehow you, with the help of Briar, you figured out the language. How does that happen?
That's a good fuck. question.
That's a good
I
fucking
guess.
question. Let me tell you
guess
what
it's-
language
I
it is
mean,
first. Let me tell you what language it is first, and then you can tell me. The first language. Wait, did somebody say Celestial? That they know Celestial?
Yeah, I do know Celestial.
Right. Well, I was just joking because it's not Celestial.
Yeah, it's actually everything but celestial.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, fuck you, you know. No, it's not. So the first language
It's
is
Swedish dragon.
is like, I guess to you, Nox, it's not Orin, but it's cloud. It almost like the language almost like reminds you of like the different shapes of clouds in the sky and wind patterns and like the movement of wind.
Right.
And then Briar, you might guess the actual name of the language. And for your information, Orin is the language that they speak in the plane of air.
Mhm.
So maybe also Muna actually might know the real answer to that too. Like, something like that. But there you go.
There's a chance. I mean,
Right.
oh well. That's interesting. Well, I guess you have to.
That-
I mean, once we have a bit of time, we could help you look into it. I'm very interested,
Yeah,
considering it's a
okay.
planner. Give me 7 days
Yeah,
and I
I'm-
can teach Skuggy it.
I'm definitely not letting this thing go because it did.
It's very funny that it's a thing.
We could also ask if someone in town knows the language.
I would have gone to like. Isn't there like this magic school?
There is.
Yeah.
There's also archives.
Yeah,
Historic
what's it like? We
archives.
go to the. But I feel like we have a lot going on, so maybe we could, after we
Yeah.
find a watcher.
We have
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. The scroll doesn't run away.
I fucking hope not. Cal's like, in 5D4 weeks, it will sprout
grows-
legs.
Yeah, it grows legs and runs away.
God damn it, another one. Well, let's head to the bar and get the information on our 2 lost friends.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is the best one. Okay.
That is a very funny picture. Just no.
You
I will
guys.
say, Cal, I probably have to go to bed now. I got stuff to do tomorrow, so
All
I
right.
think
Yeah.
this
Well.
is a fairly good point for me to call it off.
All right. Actually,
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
if you guys want, we can just end it here for everyone here. Then, you guys mind?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That way, next session we can have everybody here when we hang Rosie and Cog.
I don't know why you are so about to kill everyone. You didn't
Well,
even
because he knows
the-
Muna is gonna kill them.
And we need Aaron to take him out back, and
And Muna is quartermaster, and the quartermaster dishes out the punishment according to the videos Jacob sent us.
And trust me, that's the right
Yep.
pick.
Okay. Well, thank you all for playing. That was fun.